Hi YouTubers. I thought I'd do a video about my hair. You know, because like YouTube's about vanity and stuff, so I thought, you know, why not put my hair on it for everyone to see. Yeah, as you can see, I have braids. Many braids of many colours. 11 colours in fact, or 12 if you include the 3 white ones I've got. Yeah, they're all made of plastic. They're all made of that Kailon stuff. I got it from a place called the Cyberlock store. Most of it, although some colours I got from some other suppliers on eBay. I did have one bale of this stuff that was made by Stargazer years ago, which looks really nice in ultraviolet light. Sort of turns from purple to white. So I used a few bits of that as well. But yeah, all the other colours are pretty easy to get hold of if you have hair like this. I've had plaits quite a few times in my life. I had them a lot about 10 years ago. I sort of played around with them quite a bit. But yeah, this is the brightest hair I've had. Because there's more colours in it now. So yeah, just kind of what I did was I just got like these bales of plastic and arranged them around my room and got a little bit, braided it in, got another colour, braided it in, and sort of worked my way around in a circle. I don't know, maybe I was walking with the shins or something, who knows, or maybe I was walking clockwise, I can't remember, but yeah, I worked my way around in a circle, and you can work whichever way you want to work if you want to have multicoloured braids. Yeah, if you look closely at it, you'll see that I've got some other things going on in here as well. I've got some of these twists. I'm not entirely sure what you call these twists, but they're quite easy to do. They sort of done, you sort of twist the hair in opposite directions, or the same directions, I can't remember. It's kind of, it feels very intuitive when you do it. There's lots of tutorials on how to do it on YouTube. And then the hair sort of twists against itself and makes a nice sort of curtain pull cord kind of thing. Yeah, I've got about 5 of these actually. I've got like a few red ones. I don't really put very much red in my hair. There's a little bit of green in it as well, but it's mostly, my hair's mostly like pinks and purples, blues, and jades, that kind of colour. Which is kind of the colour of my flat. Everything seems to go those sort of colours, you know, aquamarine and purple. I don't know what that says about me, but they're the colours that I like. But yeah, what was I saying about these twisty ones? Yeah, these twisty ones, they are, as you can see, attached to regular box braids or plaits, whatever you call them. I started off to do these because as you can see, my hair is not, I didn't dye my hair first before I plaited it. I just got the bits of Kailon extension fibre and plaited it all the way down, most of them, like that one, just folded over, simple. You know, I know you can do like things where you kind of loop the two, you see, sort of get 2 bits of extension and loop them round and make thinner ones, zillion braids and stuff, but that was too much work, so I didn't do it that way. Plus I kind of like chunky braids. What was I saying about these? Yeah, for these twisty ones, I sort of looked at different ways of doing these before I put them in. I thought maybe I could just put them in as twists, because you can put in little twisted bits without actually braiding them, just by sort of twisting your hair into them from the root, which is quite nifty really, if you wanted to do that sort of thing. But I kind of thought, well, since my hair would have been going through the twist, I thought, well, maybe it'd be better to have something that was had more of a contrast higher up. So for that reason, I decided to, to do them this way, which is you've got like two things coming out of the same braid. At the roots, that's actually done in a 4-way plait. To do that, it's like you get 2 bits of hair, and then you put the extension fibre through, and you just kind of cross them over. Let's get someone else to help you to do this. Cross them over, cross them over, cross them over, and then I made the twists just as you would make a regular twist. And then I put in another bit of cane of kale on the bottom part of where my own hair was, and braided that so that it's like a double-ended thing. Yeah, so I didn't do that many of those because, you know, I don't have a slave. Nice though that would be. I don't actually have a slave. So I've only got 5 of these. But yeah, other things about my hair. It kind of hurts a bit when you first do them. It's like having a bit of a Croydon facelift, which for me was quite useful. Sort of, how many kilonewtons can you put on your hair without it, you know, turning into an All England gurning competitor when you take them all out? but yeah. What was I saying? I've got a cough at the moment. I've got a cold. It's been around for about a month, and I kind of want rid of it. Yeah. So as I was saying, braids. Yeah. I like undercuts. All this fashion at the moment for undercuts is kind of cool. I like the way you can sort of like go put your hair like sideways and be like sultry and stuff. Or you know, but on a practical level, undercuts are kind of good with braids because if you have lots and lots of braids here, they can kind of get behind your ears, and you get that feeling of painful tops of the ears sometimes if you have like loads of them piled behind your ears, and you can get like jug ears like Prince Charles and stuff. So in a way, I prefer having some bits of hair that aren't all full of extensions, like around my ears. So around my ears, I've just got a few bits that are just my own hair. You can sort of see how long it is here. It's like almost nipple length, but not quite. As well, I have underneath my little babies, my little dreads, little dreadies. Yeah, they're kind of. I did a little bit of twist and rip on them, you know, as you do videos like that on the internet. If you want to know how to do twist and rip dreadlocks, they're very young ones. They're quite soft and fluffy, and the ends aren't really dreaded very much. I don't like being harsh to my hair, so I'm not really one for like crocheting it like crazy. Stabby rippy stab with the hair. I kind of want my hair to stay strong. I don't really want to do any damage to it with a crochet hook, really. Although I did use it a little bit, so maybe I'm a bit of a hypocrite there. So I've got 4 of these little things, and I've got a few little beads in them, as you can see. Beads are rose quartz, which I probably said pay too much for. You can get like stone beads for your hair really cheap if you know where to look. I mean, there's like shops like dreadlock equipment suppliers sell like dread beads and stuff, but They charge a lot. They charge a lot. You know, you can get. I mean, I've seen places where you can get like 150 lapis lazuli beads for like 30 quid, or like 50 turquoise beads, which is a nice colour. Which I think I might get some of those actually. To go with this hair. Yeah, the turquoise beads, like 10 for about £6. It's really, really, really cheap, and that includes postage as well. So yeah, I'd like to have a few beads in it. I kind of put the beads at the tops on these ones because I'm wanting to. I've got like a line of dreads around the back, just underneath. Sort of where some people might have like an undercut, you know, I've got a line of dreads. I don't really want to get any more than that though. Or possibly, I don't know, I might get 2 little dreads at some point on the top of my head, like little horns or something, if I like them enough. I'm not really fully decided yet. Yeah, dreads and beads and stuff. Beads. You can make your own beads out of Fimo if you want beads on it. Or you can get other ones. I've got some old metal ones on the ends that I don't know whether they're silver or not. They're very old. I like these ones with spirals on the spirally bits. There's spirals and spirals. Always good. Yeah, how have I had these? I've had these braids for 3 weeks. I think the longest I would leave a braid in. You can kind of really see the mixture of colours there. Yeah. I think the longest I would leave these braids in would probably be about 12 weeks, because by that point the roots would probably be getting a bit kind of dreaded. Yeah, as I say, I'm not decided whether I want dreads or not in the long term, so I'd probably replace them. Although realistically, you know, something you can sort of get into a habit of just replacing 1 or 2 a day. You don't have to take them all out and then go around and a few days with like a half-done head of hair. You can have them and you can replace just a few at a time and just work your way around, I suppose, which is probably better than doing them all at once, because it's going to put less pressure on your scalp, less pulling on the hairs, so more comfortable and better night's sleep. You don't dream about sleeping on a grate or anything if you don't have to. Yeah, that's that really.